Here with head coach Ron Rivera, the Panthers just announced a few tinkers to the coaching staff. Ron, that start with Sam Mills, the third defensive line coach, adding game management to his title. It was a position we expected you to add this year. Why Sam?
Well, because for the most part, Sam's been one of the guys that has been communicating with me throughout the game. Okay, and him and Jim Skipper do a lot of the stuff for me. And again, just assigning to a specific coach really kind of just clarifies the person in charge as far as handling that for me. I just really see us continue to do the things that way we've always done in terms of communicating as to what's going on, what needs to happen, what I need to be aware of. Always trying to stay a step ahead for me as far as the game is concerned, and can continue to do the job that he's done for us with the D-line.
Why Sam specifically, though? What does he have that can fill that skill set?
I think Sam is a guy that sees the game from a different perspective. First of all, he's up in the box for us, so he gets that broad view of what's going on the field. Secondly, he's one of those young guys also that's very interested in how the league operates, how the game operates. By that I mean, he's a guy that pays attention to the rules, trying to understand the rules, pays attention to replay, what happens on replay, and he understands time management and score management as well. And again, Jim Skipper will continue to help with that as well. He's one of the guys that I've relied on for the last 6 seasons as well.
All right, news part 2 of this is Everette Brown. You're bringing him back. He was a coaching intern last year. Now you're making him full-time assistant linebackers coach. What did you see in him last year that you wanted to promote him?
Well, what was interesting was watching his desire and drive to be a coach, how much he enjoyed it, but also the way he handled himself very professionally. He understands the separation between having been a player and now becoming a coach and learning to be a coach. He's very bright, very knowledgeable of the positions that we're going to ask him to look at and help with. And so I'm really encouraged that here's a young guy that's going to grow and develop and to be a quality coach. I saw that in Chase Blackburn a few years ago, and so we gave Chase the opportunity, and Everett's earned that as well. And you're going to probably ask me about the third one. That's Ben Jacobs. Again, another former player that shows he loves the game, understands the game, and wants to be part of it. And coaching is an opportunity for him to stay grounded in the game.
You're taking my questions from me. You want?
Yeah, well, I knew you were headed that way.
Yeah, we're going to fill it up with Ben. But Everette was a defensive lineman. You're making him assistant linebackers coach. All this talk about 3-4 now, is this another sign that this is the direction you're headed?
I think there are signs that we're going to do some stuff differently. And again, looking at the offenses you play, and you and I always discuss this during this evening, because I know you've got your let's ask Bill question stuff. So you ask a lot of questions about defending offenses and how do you want to attack them. Well, looking at what we do and the multiple stuff that we can continue to do, and we can even delve into it more, we need to. Because again, offenses are making you prepare for all these different things. Well, what's wrong with us is the defensive side saying, okay, you know what, enough's enough. We run a bear package, we run a grizzly package, we have odd fronts, we play an even front. What's wrong with adding that, even make it a little bit more part of our repertoire? So we're looking at those things. We've looked at things that we've done in the past, the success we've had with the odd fronts. If you go back and look at a few of our later games before Shaq got hurt, and you'll see some of the odd stuff that we've done. You see some of the things that we're trying to integrate into what we do as a package. So to say that we're turning it over completely to a 3-4 front, no. But what we're trying to do is we're trying to make offenses think a little bit more about the things that we're doing.
Back to Ben. Is there a story you have of Ben that there was a time where you're like, oh, this guy could be a coach?
I don't think there is one specific time as much as there's little vignettes of things that I watched him do. I listened to him explain to some of the younger players that have come in on how to do something. I've listened to him talk with Luke about strategies and stuff like that that I've always felt was very impressive. And I've always loved the way Ben prepared. So knowing that you have a guy that's willing to help younger players, a guy that's willing to work with a veteran like Luke and talk about things, and then a guy that takes it very, very professionally, to me that translates very well into a guy that could potentially be a good football coach for you.